So what happens when a whale and dolphin make a baby? They create a brand new species discovered off Hawaii.
This is the progeny of a goat out of a Cheviot jaw.
A goat and a
goat and a Cheviot sheep, yeah.
What happens when science goes wrong? If you want to know the answer to this, you better tag along. Because these unusual animal hybrids, strange genetic mutations, and shocking crossbreeding results will leave you on the edge. Unusual goat. Out in some quiet village, there's this baby goat that's got a face that almost looks human. Yeah, it's been making waves online, with people wondering if it's some crazy mix of goat and human. But you know what? Experts think it's more likely just a really rare kind of deformity. Even the farmer who found the little guy says he's never seen anything like it in all his years of farming. So while people talk about hybrids and experiments gone wrong, the truth might be that nature surprises us sometimes. You never know what you'll find out there in the wild world of animals. Glow in the dark. I don't know why we humans can't resist interfering with nature's perfect design. Some scientists chose to experiment with rabbits. By adding jellyfish genes, soon they created glowing rabbits. At first, it seemed like a cool idea. I mean, imagine a glowing pet. But let me reveal to you that these rabbits have a big problem. Yes, as they can be seen in the night, this makes them easy prey, like walking targets. That's not all. They also have to face health issues and weakened immune systems because of their altered genes. So guys, changing animals for fun can have serious consequences. Headless frog. Now let me tell you about a bizarre creature. Think of it as a real-life Chucky. A man, while strolling, found this frog in a junkyard. And here's what creeped that man out.
It's not your average frog. It's kind of missing a face.
This frog had no head. This poor toad was hopping around faceless. Did you see this headless frog quickly hopped under the bench when poked? Well, no one knows how it eats or how it ended up like this. But my curiosity got the better of me, and I ended up digging for the exact reason. Turns out, the stimulation of nerves in these creatures. And shockingly, experts believe that it was possible for these critters to live without having a chunk of their brains. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of scary to me.
It's still alive, somehow.
Wolfin. Ever heard of a dolphin with an orca twist? Meet Kikamalu, the Wolfin. Born back in 1985 at Sea Life Park in Hawaii, this surprising creature is a super rare mix between a bottlenose dolphin and an orca. It's definitely not something natural, but purely the work of experts. Yep, they did it on purpose, and upon DNA experiments, they ended up having the first surviving Wolfin worldwide. Although they too often struggle with health problems because their mixed genes make them more prone to diseases and genetic disorders. Demine goat. This is how trying to make things better can sometimes make them worse. Here's the Demine goat, a creature with a rather peculiar appearance. Take a look at its flat face, a nose that's quite swollen, and a jaw that juts out like it's straight from a Jurassic Park flick. Farmers bred these goats to be milk machines and to have fur softer than your grandma's cashmere sweater. Sounds pretty nice, right? Well, not really. All that breeding messed them up big time. They've got fertility issues, and their udders are always getting infections. So maybe it's high time we just let nature shape them, not us. Mangalitsa. A pig that looks like a sheep. I'm sure you must be thinking, this is impossible, but doesn't it look like some puffball of fluffy cloud?
You know, they've been lard breeds from the start.
Its cuddly appearance makes it a sought-after pet. That's not all, though. Breeders created these woolly pigs for their exceptional meat quality and warm coats. Their curly fur and adorable looks quickly won over farmers and pig lovers.
People that have records of what they used to look like, they look the same today.
But guys, trust me, the life of these animals isn't as easy as it seems, because the thick coat traps moisture and heat, leading to skin problems like dermatitis and sunburn. And that's not all. To maximize its fat content, farmers often overfeed it, causing obesity.
People that have records of what they used to look like, they look the same today.
Zonkey. Thinking about animal hybrids sounds fun, right? But let me set the record straight. Hybridization comes with its own set of issues. Take the zonkey, for example. It's a living mix of a female zebra and a male donkey. These hybrids might look fascinating, but the reality isn't always so pretty. They often end up stuck in cages and never get to see the wild. And guys, they can't have babies of their own. This is why we should be careful about messing with nature's rules. And unfortunately, it looks like these experiments aren't stopping anytime soon. Monkey Piglet. A piglet in China is grabbing attention worldwide with its unusual feature. It has a face that looks just like a monkey's. This little guy has a button nose and wide eyes, giving off some serious monkey vibes. Experts say it's probably not the result of a DNA experiment, but rather a genetic mutation. They suspect environmental pollution might be behind this piglet's strange appearance. While the exact cause isn't known, it's possible that scientists could be involved. Even having such an odd look, the piglet is healthy and well cared for by its owner. Strangest frog. Nature always surprises us in the most unusual ways. And this time, it did it in the most unexpected way. A strange frog was found by a man on the bank of a river. At first, he thought there were 3 separate frogs together, but upon closer inspection, he realized it was just one with 3 heads and 6 legs. Now, this was something whose reason wasn't easy to determine. But don't worry, I researched it for you. Probably, it could be due to genetic abnormalities or environmental factors affecting its development. The good thing was that it was completely healthy, and all its organs were functioning properly. Who knows what other unique creatures are out there just waiting to be discovered? Bizarre hybrid. A crow in Japan had become an internet sensation. First, take a look at this footage and be the judge. Doesn't it look like the work of scientists? I mean, the way it was standing made it look more like a gorilla, sporting the ideal body that we'd all envy. Well, I don't know about you all, but this crow got me convinced that some scientists have been playing around and ended up creating a bizarre crow hybrid. But we have to ask ourselves, what prices are these animals paying for our curiosity? Two-headed pig. Pigs with 2 heads. Now that's something you haven't heard before. Well, in a quiet Iowa farm, Rudy, the 2-headed pig, made an unexpected entrance into the world. Its arrival was a true marvel and a mystery. Weighing a hefty 150 pounds, this pig defied the odds of survival for 2-headed pigs. His double domes, 3 eyes, and 2 snouts were a shock to its owner, who initially didn't know what to make of this unique piglet. Soon though, Rudy became a cherished member of the farm. The owner found himself tending to Rudy's needs with more care than he'd ever given before, even joking that Rudy's snoring could outdo the family dog. Pumaart. This is what happens when scientists mess up. This super rare cat is a mix between a puma and a leopard, and let's just say it's not something you see every day in the wild. Back in the day, this custom was quite rare, but now it's been frequently observed in zoos. They're generally smaller than pumas, but larger than leopards. But here's the catch. Pumas and leopards are quite different genetically. This genetic mismatch makes it tough for pumaparts to thrive, and as a result, no pumapart has lived for more than a couple of years. Also, this shows that these hybrids can't even reproduce. Footed snake. A four-legged snake was found outside of Vientiane, Lao PDR. Is the snake a result of some kind of failed crossbreeding experiment or a bizarre scientific mishap? Well, according to the locals, it was something they'd never seen before. And how could they? As it was a snake with legs. This 30-centimeter snake was not identified, so I tried to research it and found out that it's an extremely rare species of skink, a lizard-like species that you can easily find in Southeast Asia. So if you're seeing something like that, just remember, it's probably a skink. Ape fowl. This man caught a chicken that had the face of a monkey in his yard. He had no idea what it was, so he shared its video online. And believe me, this isn't a byproduct of some experiment, but the truth is far more unexpected.
La population de Côte d'Ivoire. Quand on vous parle, vous ne comprenez pas. Voici un...
Have a look at this first. Turns out, locals played a prank by placing a monkey's head on a chicken. So before you start avoiding chicken altogether, just know that this was meant in good fun. Now you know the truth, hopefully you can relax.
Singe. Voilà ça. Un poulet vraiment équipé. Un poulet...
Rama the comma. You know those moments when science fiction feels less like fiction and more like reality? That's exactly what happened recently at the Camel Reproduction Center in Dubai. In 1998, the world witnessed a groundbreaking achievement with the birth of the first comma, a hybrid animal resulting from the union of a llama and a camel.
But we still hope the third year, 1998, the first Rama. Yeah.
In the UAE, scientists pulled off this surprising experiment by using artificial insemination to mix genes from two different camel species. And this comma was the result, which looks more like a llama but has traits from both parents. It may seem fascinating to you, but let me clear this up for you guys, that this Rama has to face many issues too. Health problems from their mixed genes and limited breeding potential. Melodic mice. In the rainforests of Central America, there lives a tiny singer that's not a bird, but a mouse. Now I know you guys must be thinking, how could a mouse be singing? And before you start calling it a scientific mistake, let me clarify that it's entirely natural. These singing mice use their tunes to mark their territory, finding love, and even chatting with their buddies, setting concerts on the forest floor. Scientists study them to understand how these rodents communicate and how their brains work. But deforestation is putting their musical homes at risk. By protecting these forests, we can ensure these little serenaders keep their concerts going. Octo goat. This goat is gonna make you question your own eyes. On a farm in Croatia, a goat gave birth, and the kiddo that popped out was not ordinary, but an octo goat, having 8 legs and both male and female parts. The farmer who first spotted this was so shocked that he had to call his neighbor to double check. And just like this farmer, the experts were also amazed, thinking it might be because of an undeveloped twin. Thus, against all odds, the octo goat found a loving home where it will enjoy a pampered life. Cat dog. Now that's something really crazy. A cat dog, the world's rarest creature. I'm sure you must be thinking if cats and dogs really can make babies together. Well, not really. Science says it's a no-go. Some ignorant people even tried, but you know what? Nature's rules are pretty sure. So what you're actually watching here is a rare dog breed from Vietnam, the Hmong. Their adorable and distinctive appearance comes from years of natural changes and careful breeding. Hybrid wonder. Not far from here in a zoo, there's this incredible animal, part jaguar, part lion. And guess what? It's nature, not science, that created this hybrid.
Hi, Precious.
The first jag lion came about unexpectedly when a lion and a jaguar were raised together in the same enclosure. You know how it goes. Put two different cats together, and well, things happen. So, these hybrid animals are fascinating, yet kind of awful. And trust me, I wouldn't want to come across one in person.
I know. He's basking in the sun.
Double trouble. In Tamil Nadu, India, a remarkable creature left the locals baffled and intrigued. A calf born on a warm August day defied nature with its unusual appearance. While it had a healthy body, its head was not like others. It had two faces fused at the skull, giving it a surreal appearance. And here's something more unbelievable. This miracle calf didn't just stop at two heads. It also had an extra eye and snout. Yet it shared just one mouth and a pair of ears. For villagers used to the usual farm life routine, this calf was a mind-bending mix of what's natural and what's beyond belief. Geep. Have you ever heard of the Geep before? No, I didn't misspeak. It's a super rare mix between a goat and a sheep.
5 months later, and this is the progeny of a goat out of a Cheviot jaw.
Because goats and sheep are pretty different animals, Geeps aren't exactly common. They usually happen by accident or under careful watch by scientists. These funky animals might have a beard like a goat or a fluffy sheep's coat. It all depends on which parent they take after more. While Geeps are cool examples of how different species can sometimes mix, they typically can't have babies on their own. So they're more like fascinating oddities than something you'd see on a farm. Blood parrot kitchlid. Blood parrot kitchlids are real head turners in the fish tank world, but they're a perfect example of hybrids gone wrong. Their bright red or orange colors definitely make a splash. But these flashy fish come with some controversy. Yep, they're actually a mix of different kitchlid species, kind of like a designer fish. This mixing and matching has gotten some aquarium lovers riled up. Some people worry that breeding them this way might not be the healthiest for the fish, and others think it's just not natural, with health issues like deformed mouths. Alligator snapping turtle. A prehistoric monster lurking in the murky depths. That's the alligator snapping turtle. Found in the southeastern US, this freshwater giant is a real head turner.
We have golden alligator snapping turtle.
With a massive, muscular head and a powerful beak for a jaw, it looks like it swam straight out of the dinosaur age. These turtles are heavyweight champs too, often tipping the scales at over 100 pounds. They're solitary hunters, patiently waiting underwater and ready to snatch any fish, amphibian, small mammal, or bird that comes too close. While not exactly a cuddly companion, it is a fascinating reminder of the ancient creatures that still roam, or should we say lurk, our world. The glass frog. A frog so transparent, you can practically see its dinner digesting. That's the glass frog, a Central and South American amphibian that's anything but ordinary. Their skin lets the onlookers peek at their heart, intestines, and especially on their bellies. Scientists think this transparency helps them blend in with leaves, helping them to attack unsuspecting insects nearby. This is why glass frogs spend most of their time chilling in trees and shrubs near streams, waiting for their prey. With their bright green bodies and flashy gold or yellow eyes, they might be see-through, but they sure know how to stand out in the animal kingdom. Koi wolf. I'm sure you've never seen this unique hybrid before. This is koi wolf. Back in 2014, this hybrid predator arrived in New York. This creature is basically a blend of coyote and wolf slipped unnoticed into the city. First spotted in Queens and the Bronx. This hybrid, due to its long legs, thick fur, and uncanny ability to adapt, has made itself at home. Their ability to adapt and survive is amazing, but having them around makes you wonder about the downsides of crossbreeding. So, are we ready to live alongside these new city predators? Glowfish. Now, take a look at this wild experiment where humans played mad scientists, mixing genes like a recipe gone wrong. Take, for instance, these cute little fishies. They're glowing like neon signs thanks to genes from jellyfish and corals. Originally, they were supposed to warn us about toxic waters, but guess what? They instead became trendy pets, glowing away in fish tanks across the globe. But let me tell you something surprising. Their flashing colors make them easy pickings for hungry predators. They can't survive in the wild for very long, stuck between their unnatural beauty and the harsh realities of nature. So think about it. Should we really be messing with Mother Nature just for our entertainment? Telescope goldfish. Ever seen a fish with eyes popping out peculiarly? That's the telescope goldfish. These fancy goldfish are head turners for sure, with their signature bulging eyes. But what exactly is the reason behind them? Well, traditional breeding practices are behind this, creating unique, cool-looking fish with specific features like big, bulging eyes. They have a sleek, egg-shaped body and fins that flow like silk. That's not all. These fancy features come with downsides. Yep, as the big eyes make them prone to injury and infection, and they can have trouble seeing as well. Also, their delicate fins can get affected easily, requiring extra attention and care. Living Hulk. Meet the Belgian Blues Beefy Cow. Looks like they've been hitting the gym non-stop. Known for their massive muscles and impressive size, these cattle are considered as the bodybuilders of the bovine world, and all thanks to a genetic mutation that gives them extra muscle growth, often referred to as double muscling. And guys, don't judge them by their intimidating appearance, as these guys are generally calm and docile. Farmers love them for their high meat yield and quality, making them a hit in the beef industry. But their big muscles can cause birthing problems, often needing C-sections. These gentle giants are amazing and a beef market favorite. Inbred Kenny. Did you know there's a type of tiger with an appearance unlike any other? Kenny, a special tiger with a fascinating story who lived at a wildlife sanctuary in Arkansas. Born in 1999, Kenny became an internet star for his unique features. Some might even say a bit unusual. Kenny's parents were brother and sister, but inbreeding like this can cause some serious health problems, and it affected Kenny's appearance too. While Kenny's fame came from his looks, it ended up raising awareness about a bigger issue: how we breed animals in captivity. Breeding for certain features, especially when it involves close relatives, can have bad consequences. Although Kenny has kicked the bucket, his legacy lives on in the fight for better care for captive wildlife. Budapest Shortfaced Tumblr. Hungarian pigeon fanciers and breeders set out to create a standout bird, leading to the Budapest short-faced tumbler pigeon. Now, let's talk about their most striking feature: those bulging eyes. They're not just for show. They actually put these pigeons at risk for other eye problems. One of the cool things about the Hungarian pigeon is its flying ability though. It's an excellent flyer, known for its strength and stamina. But wait, there's more to their story. Their facial and body structures aren't just about looks. It can also cause respiratory issues, like pigeon lung disease. On top of that, they're vulnerable to parasites and other health problems that are specific to pigeons. Goldfish. Ever seen a goldfish with its eyes permanently stuck on stargazing mode? That's the celestial eye goldfish. These goofy guys have telescope eyes that point right up at the sky, making them look like they're constantly lost in deep thought, or maybe just forgot where the fish food is. Don't worry though, they're pretty chill and come in all sorts of fun colors: orange, white, black, or a mix. At 5 to 6 inches long, they're like living swimming emojis, perfect for anyone who needs a chuckle in their day. naked neck chicken. I know it might sound like this little guy is some kind of chicken-turkey mix, but let me tell you that this creature is actually its own thing. Sure, its bare neck might catch you off guard. It's not something you see every day in the animal kingdom. These guys owe their unique looks to a quirky genetic twist that breeders have kept going over the years. And this bare neck isn't just for show. It helps them beat the heat in summer, keeping them cool as cucumbers. But in winter, their bare necks can spell trouble. Turkins are prone to frostbite in chilly weather, so they often rely on cozy human shelters to tough it out until spring rolls around again. Molar Duck. Ever wondered where that delicious duck dish came from? Molar ducks might be the answer. They're a special kind created by mixing two other duck breeds, the Muscovy and the Peking. They inherit the best qualities from both their parents. They grow fast and have yummy meat that's perfect for fancy dishes. Farmers love them because they're strong and adaptable, handling farm life like champs. There's one thing about Molar ducks though, they're also infertile, but that doesn't stop them from being a delicious and practical farmyard friend. Cuban Crocodile. Calling all reptile fans, meet the Cuban Crocodile. These are the rock stars of the Cuban swamps. These aren't sluggish swamp monsters either. They're lean, mean hunting machines that stalk prey on land and water with impressive agility. Their sleek olive green to grayish brown bodies are covered in cool scales, almost like natural armor with dark patches. Perfect jungle camouflage. These awesome crocs are critically endangered due to habitat loss and hunting. Thankfully, conservation efforts are underway to bring them back from the brink. We can't afford to lose such a unique predator. The great extinct bird. Dodos, the island's coolest, but unfortunately extinct, resident. A giant, goofy pigeon with a hilarious waddle and a face that, well, definitely had personality. Unlike most birds, these guys were all about chilling on the ground, feasting on fruits, and living worry-free. But here's the sad part. These guys never evolved to fear humans. So when explorers showed up in the 1500s, these gentle giants were easy pickings. Dodos, along with their yummy taste, didn't stand a chance against humans and the hungry animals they brought along with them. By the 1700s, these island celebrities were gone forever. These flightless goofballs may be gone, but their story serves as a wake-up call to protect the amazing animals we still have around. Guppy cross molly fish. Ever wondered how you might create a fish with the dazzling colors of a guppy and the flowing fins of a molly? Look no further than the guppy-molly hybrid. These stunning fish are the result of crossing these two popular aquarium residents, combining the best of both worlds. Guppies are known for their bright colors and small size, while mollies are hardy and easy to care for. In aquariums, their hybrids combine the best features of both, offering a mix of colors and patterns. If you're an experienced aquarist looking for a challenge and a chance to create a one-of-a-kind fish, then give the guppy-molly hybrids a try. White-faced Saki monkey. Residents of Brazil, these monkeys almost don't seem real. But guess what? They are indeed very real. Yup, they're known as white-faced Saki monkeys. The only odd thing they possess is their white head and their almost naked and hairless bodies. So, with a furry head but completely bald body, and a tail so long it could practically swing through the trees like Tarzan, they can jump almost 23 feet in the air, and that's the reason why experts actually call them flying monkeys. Scary creature. Now, this creature will make you scratch your head, asking, what even is this? A mouse? A pig? Or some other eerie hairless creature? Well, nope, it's a baboon. No need to worry, guys. It's basically because of some specific disease known as alopecia. It's a rare disease causing hair loss in them. That's what this baboon is suffering from. But not only baboons. Sometimes humans too become affected by this disease. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. A mama pig in southeast China delivered a real-life barnyard mystery. Instead of the usual snout, this little piggy had a face that looked more human-like, and to top it all off, it had a weird bump on its forehead that resembled a tiny elephant trunk. While experts think it might be a rare genetic mutation, the sight left everyone scratching their heads. Unfortunately, this unique piglet often doesn't thrive for long. Still, for a short while, this little oddity won everyone over in the village.
Esa mujer esa no se cría porque que no